Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Big Poe. Let's talk Locks versus Dipset last night. Insanity, man. Insanity. Total destruction, total blowout as I knew it would be. First things first, man, there's a couple things we could touch on. The one thing that's glaring at you is the leadership of Jada Kiss. You know what I mean? Styles was always my favorite Locks member, but last night was the first night that I clearly understood that Jada Kiss is the leader. I knew he was always the charismatic one, the one who was always like the more beloved by the people. But last night, seeing him amongst a live crowd, really in battle mode, in competitive mode, I really got to see like, okay, Kiss is the leader. The team feeds off his energy. You know what I'm saying? And that was awesome to see. I don't think I expected a little bit more from Cameron. He looked like he gave what he could, but I thought like he could have been a little bit more of a leader. And that's I think the difference is Dipset don't really know who the leader is between Jim Jones and Cam. It was kind of like they're trying to share it. And I just feel as though Cam probably should have carried the team a little more on his back when things was really getting out of hand. But I guess he tried, but he couldn't. And Dipset, the one credit I give Dipset, they gave a couple of their hits, but every hit they gave was countered so heavily by the Locks' counter punches. Like when Cameron did New York, then when the Locks dropped their New York joint with Fat Joe and Ja Rule, I'm from New York, it was just like, oh man. Of course, the opening statement when Kiss said, Cam, you from Miami, slammed up, like, let's get it going. Of course, the freestyle moment when Jada Kiss just started rolling, saying these niggas don't even know their words and just killed it with a freestyle. See, that's the era I'm cut from. You know what I mean? That's the cloth I'm cut from. I'm in this era. I'm from every era. I'm from that era, but I'm in this era. But that's the cloth I'm cut from. That type of professionalism and hard work and dedication. When I seen that Jada Kiss showed up sober, the difference between this battle and Jada Kiss battle against Fab was, against Fab, Jada knew it was versus, it wasn't live. When Jada knew he was going to be in the Garden, he took honor in that, and he knew it was going to be a live crowd. Jada showed up sober and on point, and that's some shit that I would do. Totally sober, totally on point, and wrecked it. The glaring thing, one thing I hope that y'all get is the substance of the Locks' hooks. The Locks' hooks are just, they're saying little messages in their hooks, the substance in those heavy hooks. Compared to the Dipset hooks, just like little sounds, like little sounds, but after a while, that stuff, too much of that, you get tired of it. It's like, okay, where the stuff, and it didn't have the Dipset. You kept hearing Dipset, a bunch of that chanty hook type stuff. It wasn't enough to keep saying Dipset, Dipset. When the Locks is over there talking about LOX, chest for Glock for Glock, back, man. When Styles and Jada Kiss put their backs to each other and started killing it, that was crazy. When Styles went acapella and did his verse from Reservoir Dogs acapella, I don't give a fuck who you are, so fuck who you are. I don't care about your pretty bitch, watch your car. Stepped up in the middle of the click. That's hip hop. That's what I'm talking about right there. Man, that was fun and exciting to watch, man. Just total demolished them. I'm not even gonna lie. But the one thing, I mean, what I knew, not that it was a wasted battle. I think it was good for hip hop. But what I knew, as soon as they came out and said Locks versus Dipset, I'm like, man, this is a blowout because I'd rather see the Locks versus Bone Thugs or the Locks versus Wu Tang or the Locks versus like Ray and Meth. Or Locks versus Redman and Method Man even. Because chemistry, or Mobb Deep. But of course, Prodigy is dead, passed away. Dipset is a group, and this is what I'll be talking to the campaign about to make sure we don't get in, this is to make sure we don't fall into that trap. The Dipset, because we're gonna, this campaign project is gonna be a crazy group project, and it's gonna feel like a group project. The Dipset is a group, but they don't have chemistry. You can just tell, like, okay, you go, I'm waiting my turn, I'm waiting my turn. It's just not chemistry like the like how Styles and Kiss go back to back, or how they just do maybe 8 bars, then Kiss will come on and do his. Just the camaraderie, how they take turns on a hook in and out of each other's voices, that chemistry. And I knew that the Dipset was a crew that had influence in New York, but they don't have lyrical chemistry amongst groups. See, y'all talking to the greatest rapper, so I can speak on this type of stuff, you know what I mean? We're going to get more of that tomorrow, you know what I mean? I got a freestyle coming, probably Thursday or Friday. It's going to be sick. About to have a lot of fun. But, yeah, chemistry. So I think they're taking somebody, you know how Redman and Meth, crash the kill, chop, doc the kill. What up, doc, what the deal? You know how Redman and Method Man go back and forth or microphone checker, screaming chord lecture, supreme neck protect. You need somebody that can go back and forth, or that Wu-Tang chemistry that they have. You know, and I knew to compete with Locks. I know some of you might think I'm crazy for saying Bone Thug, but it showed me how stupid you are if you think I'm saying crazy for Bone Thug. Now I'm not saying Bone Thug will win, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. They did about 40 songs last night. Bone Thug will fight hard for about 15 of those first 20 songs. Bone Thug's gonna give him, man, maybe even 20. Bone Thug's gonna give him work. Will fight. Bone Thugs ain't going out like Dipset went out, because Bone Thugs got harmony. Man, when Bone Thugs, easy me Uncle Charlie and a good guy got it, and I'm gonna miss everybody. I don't want what and the thing when they partners, how they be coming in and out of each other. Come on, bro. Pause on the coming in and out of each other, but how they be just taking turn, man. That's called chemistry. You ever listen to Deuces Wild? Me and my nigga Bop and Poe. You hear the chemistry we read? That Deuces Wild Immortal, get that joint, that Deuces Wild Immortal mixtape. We just dropped it in April. 15 joints. Listen to the chemistry. If he's rapping about something, listen how I come on rapping about the same topic, or I'll come on completing his conversation, continuing to conversate with him about what he's rapping about, or how we'll go back to back, or everything is just always, or we'll talk sometime in the middle of the verse, or we'll come at each other in the middle of the verse. You know what I mean? Like chemistry. You're not going to be, I don't think the Locks is the world's greatest group. I think they top 5 for sure, but you're not going to beat them without chemistry. You know, my favorite I'm gonna go my top 5 groups. I always say Run DMC actually is my favorite, but you can go Run DMC, Public Enemy, Wu-Tang Clan, The Locks, and 5th will be Bone Thugs. In my book, you know what I mean? Just coming off the top, you know what I mean? So y'all let me know what y'all feel about y'all top 5 rap groups out there, man. And rest in peace to Dipset, man. And hell to the Locks, you know what I mean? Long live the Locks, you know what I'm saying? Just fun stuff, man. Sheik Luch was killing it. Benjamins, they did the certain right songs for Sheik Luch to do. They did like 5 or 6 songs for the chicks. When Santana was saying they don't got no songs for the chicks, they did Ride or Die Chick and all these other joints that I had even forgot about. It's like, yo, nothing but respect to the Locks. But hey, and speaking of groups, Campaign Boy, y'all better get ready for this Cold Winter mixtape, this Cold Winter project that's coming in October. You already heard a couple of joints. Like, you feel that? That feels like a group. You hear that Campaign, that making me happy, make me sad. But one thing you don't do is make me mad. That John, bang, bang. And I'm rolling, then you hear Doe comes right on, talking and picking up from where I left. I said, I'm outside your house cutting your brake line. I'm outside your job, bitch. I'm cutting during break time. When you hear Doe Street come on after me, he comes on saying, I'm outside your window. He said some shit. Doe came right on like, I'm outside your window. Come on, man. Like, that's chemistry. That's what the Campaign got. You hear Old Head on the Hooks. You hear Mississippi. When we all just got deep with it. That one Mississippi. Run. Dog, we got some other stuff, man, that's going to knock y'all socks off. But y'all stay tuned, man. And look, y'all get ready for that coldest winter in the winter. Y'all tune into this mixtape. I'm either dropping it Thursday, Wordplay Thursday, or I will do it one day later on Friday, because you know I put my heart into my flows, man. And this joint is going to be 3 verses of dopeness. I'll holler at y'all, man. Big pump.